Our sixth and final pick in today's episode sees Real Betis playing host to Fiorentina, and Betis managed to get past Polish side Hagonia in the previous round. The Spanish side won 2-0 in Betis thanks to contributions from Bakumbu and Rodriguez in a game in which they dominated from start to finish, and to be honest, could have added a few more goals. The reverse fixture in Poland saw a 1-1 draw, and whilst Betis were the better side on the stat line, when we take a look at the numbers, the match was a lot more closely contested. However, the Spanish side did manage to progress through the tie by 3-1 on aggregate. In terms of form, this result means that Betis are now unbeaten in their last 4 Conference League knockout games. They host a Fiorentina side who did not make easy work of their quarter-final matchup against Slovenian side Celje. The Italians were 2-0 up in the first leg before Scholbe scored a penalty to give Celje some hope. The second leg was also rocky, as Fiorentina were dominated in the second half. Whilst they did concede twice in this period, Moise Kean did manage to score with what was their only shot on target in the second half to see Fiorentina progress narrowly 4-3. In terms of form, the recent draw does mean they are unbeaten in their last 3 Conference League matchups. Surprisingly, there's no head-to-head competitive record between Fiorentina and Betis, so we're straight on to the prediction. My prediction for today's game is that with Betis sitting 6th place in the Liga and Fiorentina sitting 8th place at Serie A at time of recording, the Conference League may be their only chance to secure Europa League football next season, and both sides are going to take this game incredibly seriously. As such, I'm expecting a slower pace of game, and both sides will look to feel each other out in this first matchup, which frankly is the most difficult matchup they've been handed to this point in the competition. I think that no one is going to want to throw away their shot of Europa League football next season, so I am looking at the unders here. Betis have seen under 2.5 goals in both of the last 2 UCON games, and in 2 of their 3 home matches in the knockout stages, as well as 4 of their 6 games at home on the continent this season. Whereas Fiorentina, on the other hand, they've seen exactly none of their last 4 Conference League games go below 2.5 goals, and in fact only 2 of their 10 Conference League games saw less than 2.5 goals scored. But I'm going to suggest this is more to do with the quality of opposition and squad rotation from Fiorentina than anything else. As said previously, there's no head-to-head record. With everything considered, I am looking at under 2.5 goals scored, but considering Fiorentina's high goal-scoring record this season, I am only going to back it for a half stake to finish up today's episode.